Coins. What is Raiden Network? It's basically an off-chain scaling solution for ERC20 tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. This is one of Ethereum's most highly anticipated scaling projects. Raiden is Ethereum's version of Lightning Network on Bitcoin. At the moment, Ethereum can only support 13 transactions per second. As a comparison, Visa can process about 4,000 transactions per second. If we want global adoption for Ethereum, we need a better scaling solution. So how does Raiden Network work? Usually, opening payment channels between two peers requires on-chain transactions. And if we want to create channels between all the different possible peers, it is not very feasible. With Raiden, all we need is a route. So you don't need to connect directly to the peer. All you need is a solution to get from one point to another. For example, rather than connecting A to D, all we need is to find a possible route. For example, A, B, E, D. There you go. The end user does not have to manually look for participants to open a channel. This is fully automatic. The Raiden token. The token is not needed at the core protocol level. Opening or closing payment channels, joining the network, or sending transfers do not involve the Raiden token. This is kind of like the 0x protocol. However, Raiden tokens is needed to transact value and increase the user experience. Most users will be willing to pay a small amount of Raiden tokens, so they don't have to run the full stack software, kind of like parity. But then, at the same time, my Ether wallet is free to use. Whether people actually use the Raiden token is yet to be seen. So how is the Crowdsale run? The Crowdsale will use a reverse Dutch auction, kind of like Genosis. But unlike Genosis, this is uncapped. So Genosis only wanted 12 million US dollars. An uncapped ICO usually don't perform very well, even if it's a very hype project. We've seen Bancor raise over 150 million. That did not end well for investors. So basically, in a reverse Dutch auction, the price starts off very, very high for the amount of tokens per Ethereum is very high. So you get a lot of tokens for one Ethereum, but as more and more people join, the amount of tokens per Ethereum drops in proportion to the amount received. The team behind Raiden Network are also are part of BrainBot. They are involved in HydroChain, Trustless Network, and also Ethereum core development. They are some very, very experienced developers. However, development and deployment of Raiden has been delayed since March 2017. The good and the bad. They have a very strong competition from projects like Plasma, which is not running an ICO, the 0x protocol, and Kyber network. 0x and Kyber have market caps of 100 million and 166 million US dollars. Raiden is unlikely to go higher unless they have a working product. 0x at the moment has a working product, but there are no big exchanges using the 0x protocol at the moment. Although, at the end of 2017, there will be the Ocean and a few other, and Raider Relay using the 0x protocol. In my opinion, uncapped ICOs are very bad for investors, especially using a reverse Dutch auction. Vitalik Buterin is also not very happy with this ICO, and he has decided to donate all his advisory shares of Kyber and Omise Go as response to Raiden running an ICO. My verdict is Raiden Network is not the best ICO. I would say we should monitor and watch the Crowdsale address. And if they only reach about 50 million US dollars, at the very end, final hour or final 30 minutes of the ICO, I would say it's a good entry point. But if it goes above 100 million, I would say stay away. The ICO is on the 18th of October at 3 p.m. Universal Central Time. Thank you